Hi kisses and welcome back to my channel. This has been one of my most requested videos. If you're interested in knowing tips and tricks on how to give a proper lap dance, stay tuned. There's a proper technique to use when you are doing a private dance in the private dance room area. Now, all clubs are different. Not all clubs host private dances or champagne rooms, but I'm gonna give you some general ideas on how to give a dance so that you don't put yourself in a compromising situation, so that you don't make the customer uncomfortable, or so that you don't send the kind of signals out that are going to make the client feel like they can do a little bit more than they should be doing for the amount of money that they are paying you. Here are a few comfortable positions that you can actually get into while you're giving the lap dances. Now I can't do the actual friction movements on YouTube because that would be considered very, very adult. So I'm gonna hold the pose for you guys and show you guys the different poses that you can do to actually bring the client a very good dance, just using your inner thigh, your outer thigh, and never using your actual vagina. What happens when you use your actual vagina to do a dance, it becomes very, very uncomfortable because the friction becomes extremely rough sometimes, and before you know it, you have rug burn on your cootie cat. You don't know how it happened. The next day you're all irritated and it turns into a mess. So protect your cootie cat and don't physically rub your cootie cat on anybody's jeans or pants. Please make sure that you are staying as clean as possible, because a lot of these pants are dirty. They're coming from you don't know where. So make sure that you take very good care of your private area. Sometimes even doubling up on the underwear will help, or carrying a little handkerchief that you can lay over the pants of the client. There's little different things that you can actually do to make the dance somewhat a little bit more sanitary. Hi guys, don't forget to check out my digital strip club OnlyFans. The link is in the description box, and remember that is 18+ for adults only. Rule number 1 is make sure that you are wearing a smile on your face. Explain all of the rules to the customer. Do not leave anything out. Let them know how many songs they're getting, what the songs cost. The best advice that I can give new dancers that are very inexperienced is do not go past 3 dances without being compensated in cash. Most clients that are regulars in clubs, they know the game. They can take anywhere from 10 to 15, 25 dances and walk out of there and not have to pay you because you weren't smart enough to stop at 3 dances to collect your money. Now, normally most dances are $25. $5 goes to the house. You get to keep the other 20. So if you do 3 songs, it's $60 that you're looking to lose if the client did not have the money. Versus if you did 10 songs, that's a lot of money to be losing just because you weren't being responsible. So once you explain all the rules, if you do have an aggressive client, have them sit on their hands. It's okay. You are in full control of your dance, and you have a lot of bouncers there that have your back. They know what the rules and regulations are. If you have contact in your club and they are allowed to touch your breast and your butt area, make sure that you explain to them that they are not allowed to touch your vagina. And once they do touch the vagina across that line, the dance is over and you do expect to be compensated in full. I always explain this to my clients. I do not play. I will sit a client down and I was like, hey, how are you doing? Is this your first time here? They'll tell me either yes or no. If they've been there before, I said, okay, so you're aware of the rules. Each dance is $25 and it's 1 song per dance. And I expect to be compensated after 3 songs. Are you ready to get started? Let's go ahead and have some fun. If they're overly drunk, explain yourself 2 or 3 times. While you're walking them there, while they're sitting down, and while you're waiting for the next song to start, make sure that they are coherent enough to understand that they're there to pay you for your dances. There is a lot of guys that go there to basically have an orgasm without having to cheat on their wives. This does not include sex. I'm just being very honest. There are guys there that go in just to release. The best way to do this, if you have a guy that's coming there just to release, have them go to the bathroom and actually put on a condom so that do not make a mess inside their pants and they do not make a mess onto your thigh or your buttocks. The worst thing to do is to be given a dance and the guy starts to tense up. If you have a guy that's starting to tense up, like he's starting to be like, and you could tell he's about to have an orgasm, ease up, ease up. You're gonna wanna take that dance because he's trying to have an orgasm. You're gonna wanna take that dance and you're gonna wanna drag it out, because the longer you drag it out, the more money you make. Now, mind you, if he's at the point of having an orgasm and you stop right before, he's gonna keep going, because now they have a situation called blue balls and they have to release. So believe it or not, believe it when I tell you, they're going to keep paying you. That's why I said get your money after 3 songs. You have to be good at reading body language. You have to understand what's going on. You have to pay attention. I highly suggest that you, if you're going to drink at work, don't have more than 3 shots. Try to stay off the influence of drugs. This way you're not losing money at the club. It is an actual business. It is an actual job. We basically sell an illusion at work. Another thing that I want to say, make sure that when the client is going to get up after your dances and he pays you, check the couch. Make sure they didn't leave their hats, their wallets, their keys, money, nothing. The worst thing to do is to give somebody a dance, they have a great time, and they lost their phone, or they lost their hat, or they lost the keys to their car, and they lost their credit card. It becomes a very unpleasant experience very, very quickly. It leaves a bad taste in the client's mouth, and chances are they will badmouth the club, they will badmouth the entertainer, and they will not come back. The point is to get them to keep coming back. So you want to make it as pleasant as possible. If you have a couple, you can switch back and forth, or you can ask the female, would you like me to dance on you or him, or both of you guys? Make sure that you make this very, very clear. Ask them what they're comfortable with, what they're not comfortable with. I tend to keep my dances very, very professional, just because everything is out in the open. And I mean, how much do you want to give somebody for 20 bucks? You're getting 20 bucks for 3 minutes. There's not much that's gonna go on in that situation. There are entertainers that are very, very sloppy and do a lot of extra things in the dance room areas. There's not much you can do about that. It does happen. Wear 2 pair of underwear if you feel like you're on your period or you're having some sort of discharge, so that you do not have an accident on the client. Make sure that you wipe up before and after your dances so that you do not smell bad. For those of you who want to know about stripper grooming, there's an entire video on NinaUnrated vlogs, and that has an entire grooming session on how I get ready for a strip club. That's actually one of my very first vlogs. I want to actually shoot how to give a lap dance video on someone to show you guys what the process is. If you guys want to watch that video in full motion, and it's not something that I'm just explaining, if you want to watch that video in full motion, I want to do it to a song called Obsessed by Nina. It's available on iTunes. I'll put the link in the description box. I love the song. I think it's absolutely amazing. And also, I want to do the song with a female instead of a male client. I think it'll be more attractive if it's a female while I'm doing the lap dance. So if you're interested in that video, please thumbs up this video, and I will know if you're interested in my next video featuring the song with Nina called Obsessed. I will be in full gear, boots, knee pads. I'll probably be wearing some sort of booty shorts on the top because I can't be in a stripper outfit on YouTube. The video will not be monetized and most likely can cause me a strike or something, and I'm not trying to have those kind of problems. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love making these videos for you guys. Please, if you can, leave a comment below with your little kiss print mark. Let me know that you are here. If there's any other videos that you can suggest, please, I will love the suggestions. Give me the suggestions, and I would love to bring you more videos like this. If you can, take the time to thumbs up this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate you. Kisses, guys.